Right, everyone, the new lab lockdown T-Rex has been found by Jurassic Geek. Let's see some new T-Rex sounds as well. So, yeah, that is the new Sound Surge T-Rex as well. We finally get sounds of it. Obviously, credits are all around. And also, we're comparing it to the Power Devour T-Rex because that's not out yet, but this new Lab Lockdown T-Rex is, which is interesting. And also, the Super Colossal one has been found. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm putting these up on screen. It is because 6 inches have also been found under the Rebirth line, even though they're just repackages. And it's literally exactly just this, but, you know, I guess this also counts as the Rebirth T-Rex as well. And we also have the head T-Rex. But yeah, that's pretty much all the T-Rex merch of toys right now. But Blendverse has gotten a hold of the Spinosaurus, the Rebirth Spinosaurus. A few people have actually. But yeah, Blendverse has given me permission to use their footage, so thank you to them. They're a really cool dude. They were willing to help me out to try and get a hold of some Rebirth figures, but unfortunately the ones I wanted weren't there. So I was just like, it's all good. Hopefully they show up in my country soon. And yeah, I just think it's really cool. So obviously go check out Blendverse. They've been getting so many views recently and just good for them, you know. Honestly, go subscribe to them. Help them get to like 1K or whatnot, or just, you know, appreciate the content because you'll probably get more from them. But yeah, here is like the features of the tailed thrash Spino. I'm sure most of you have seen it before, but it's just so cool to keep seeing it again and again, and I can't wait to get a hold of this figure or just any Spino figure. I'd love to get a ton of Spino figures and just compare them all together. But speaking of comparisons, Jurassic Jaden has compared it to the T-Rex and the Hammond Collection one as well. So we can see this Spinosaurus is pretty big, and we also have from Blendverse a comparison to the old Kenner Red Rex. Now, Blendverse has said they don't have as many Mattel toys because they have sold a few of them, and they mostly collect the vintage figures like the Kenner line. So that's why, but I still think, you know, the Red Rex is a classic. Of course, people would want to see it compared to that. And also Jurassic Jaden did compare it to the Epic Attack Spinosaurus, so that was pretty cool. And here from Blendverse, they have another Imaginext Spinosaurus, and they also compared it to Dilophosaurus just to show the sheer size of this Spinosaurus, even though I feel like it's meant to be a bit smaller than most things in the movie. But yeah, here is that Imaginext Spino, and obviously that tower is this Spino. But for a Mattel mainline thing, this is a pretty big Spino, and it's just so awesome to see. But then here we've also got the comparison of the level 40 Hasbro Indominus Rex, and I love that figure. That's so awesome. We were talking about recently because Moonchick had it in her video with the Rebirth Quetzalcoatlus, and now Blendverse has got it again, and it looks so good seeing, you know, just the evolution of things, because this is like a 10-year comparison. You know, the level 40 Indominus Rex was iconic 10 years ago, and now we have the new face of the franchise, the Spinosaurus 10 years later, the Rebirth Spinosaurus, that is. At least I believe, from what I'm hearing, it is the new hero dino. It's meant to take over the franchise as the lead dino, replace Rexy and whatnot. So, you know, it's fresh, it's fun, and maybe in future, if we get more Jurassic movies, maybe the logo will become like the Spinosaurus skeleton logo like it was for Jurassic Park 3. Maybe a bit changed up to be Rebirth, but then again, you already have that iconic Spinosaurus, so you might as well use it, you know. But yeah, I think that was so cool. And here, Blendverse is also going to hold of the Bite and Blast Mosasaurus that shoots out. So as you can see, you put the Dilophosaurus in, push a button on the back, and it just spits it out. So it's very cool. I assume they're about to do that. There you go. It just looks so awesome. I believe it's what you can put in its mouth is only really tiny things. So mini Velociraptors, Dilophosauruses, Atrociraptors, Pyroraptors, etc. I don't think you can actually put mini T-Rexes in. I think that's a bit too big from what I'm hearing, but I'm not 100% sure. Either way, it's really cool. And you can see here, here's the bigger Dilophosaurus next to Mosasaurus. And we see it in the Mattel teaser trailer for the Rebirth toys that they whack that, you know, size of Dilophosaurus into its mouth. But obviously, I don't think Mosasaurus can eat that one, so they've got to put the mini in, and they do some filming techniques, and they spit the mini Dilophosaurus out instead. But here, this is very cool. Blendverse, because obviously they have both the Spino and Mosa now. They can compare them together and they just look so good. Such an awesome duo. I would love to see that Spinosaurus next to the super colossal Mosasaurus, because obviously we know Mosasaurus is way bigger than Spinosaurus in this movie. From that image we've seen of the Mosasaurus and then the 3 tiny Spinos, like it really just dwarfs the Spinos. So yeah, I'd love to see super colossal Mosa compared to Spino in the future. But here you go, Mapusaurus. I feel like that's a, you know, the Mosasaurus dwarfs it more here. Obviously it dwarfs the Dilophosaurus a lot, but Mapusaurus, I feel like this is more close to what Spinosaurus would look like. Also, Jurassic Jaden has posted Eotriceratops. They did get that, very cool, because not many people were getting it, and they compared it to Triceratops and Nozoceratops. So that's very cool, because that Nozoceratops is kind of a rare figure from a little while back when Battle at Big Rock came out. So very cool to see. And also, speaking of the super colossal Mosasaurus from before, we do have comparisons thanks to one collector who got a hold of it and put it next to their 2015 Mosasaurus. So it's just so awesome to see how much bigger this super colossal Mosasaurus is over the 2015 Mosasaurus. But that is not it, because Blendverse does also have the 2015, although the figure came out in 2018, but obviously it is the 2015 Mosa. And you can see here the size, they are very similar in size. Obviously the original Mosasaurus's tail is more upright, whereas this Bite and Blast Mosa, I would say, is probably better because it is just flat and not stuck in an upright position. But then again, for space and whatnot, it makes more sense because you can fit more into the packaging and also fit more into your shelves, I guess, depending on how you've sorted things out. But yeah, I really love this new Mosasaurus tail as well. And here we have the comparison of the Indominus Rex next to super colossal Mosasaurus, just to, you know, entice you to get this just that bit more, to be on my side. Because me personally, I think I'll skip the Bite and Blast Mosasaurus, but I would be more than willing to pick up the super colossal Mosasaurus, because yeah, you could recreate scenes, even though obviously, you know, there's no green Mosasaurus in Jurassic World, we have the blue one. You could instead use this super colossal Mosasaurus and pretend it's the 2015 one and use it to chomp down on the Indominus Rex. And I just think that's so awesome that you can do that now. And also with the Lego, I know with that new Mosasaurus, I'm definitely going to collect it and probably recreate scenes with my Indominus Rex and Blue and Rexy and whatnot to recreate the ending of Jurassic World. I think that's going to be so awesome, and I can't wait to do that. Anyway, if you've enjoyed, make sure to watch up here, go subscribe to all the credited people, and I'll see you later. Bye everyone.